Hello everyone, I am your host Deep. I welcome you to my brand new channel, The Rudderless Spirit. In this channel, I'll be your personal guide to help all the expats out there by sharing tips and advice on settling down here in the Netherlands. As we discover the housing market, essentials, utilities, best restaurants, tourist spot, and the hidden gems this country has to offer. From foodie adventure to scenic travel, I have got you covered. And the best part, I post every other day. So buckle up, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to like and share this video for more exciting content. Today, I'll tell you about 7 things you should know before moving into the Netherlands. Make sure to stick around at the very end for the most important one. So, let's begin. Look at the weather outside, guys. It was sunny just 5 minutes back. Now it's pouring down. I wonder how Netherlands will treat you on your first day. Okay, now let's get back to the topic. Did you know that Netherlands has its own pyramid? Or it is the lowest nation in the Europe, but the tallest people in the world. The average height of a Dutchman is around 183 centimeters, while the average height of a Dutch woman is 170 centimeters. There are few theories why Dutch are so tall, including genetics, diet, and high standard of living. First, let's clear something up. Netherlands is often mistakenly called as Holland, but Holland is actually just 2 of the country's 12 provinces. The national tourism website may call Holland.com, but the important thing is to remember there are more to Netherlands than just Holland. Speaking of provinces, Netherlands has 12 of them. The country is bordered by North Sea, Germany, and Belgium. Netherlands has 2 capitals, Amsterdam, which is the largest city, economic hub, and the home of the Royal Palace, and The Hague, which is the seat of the government and the International Court of Justice. If you are planning to visit Netherlands, you probably will fly into Schiphol Airport, which is country's largest and Europe's 3rd busiest airport. But if you are looking for a low-cost airline, you might fly into Eindhoven or the Maastricht. Did you know that the Netherlands has the highest museum density in the world? If you are a fan of flowers, then you might be interested to know that the world 50% of flowers are exported by Netherlands. The world's biggest tulip garden is also present in the Netherlands. A very fun fact, Netherlands has the oldest stock exchange in the world, and it comes under world top 5 exporters. The total population of Netherlands is 17.53 million, with 73% being Dutch, 6% being other EU, and the rest are being Turks, Indonesians, and the others. The Netherlands use Type C and F type plugs, so make sure you have the right adapter before you board the plane. The Netherlands is famous for its love of cycling, and it is easy to see why. The country has more than 35,000 kilometers of cycling paths, making it one of the most cycle-friendly countries in the world. Being a tourist, you can also rent a bike to explore the country's countryside and the cities. Now, before you pack your bag and hop onto a plane, there are 7 things you should know before boarding the plane. First, 95% of all the Dutch people speaks English, but some basic Dutch is required because all the hoardings and the signboards are written in Dutch. You can use free mobile apps like Duolingo or Busuu to learn a bit of basic Dutch before you come. I remember boarding a train once and sitting there for 15 minutes only to realize that the train already has been cancelled and a public announcement is already being made. But it was in Dutch. I didn't understood. Also, if you are a bit lazy like me, you can always use the Google Translate. Second, it is important to note that Dutch are known for being direct. So don't be surprised if someone comes at you and give you a honest feedback or a criticism. Dutch people are generally friendly. They might smile at you when passing by. This may come across a bit awkward for the first timers. Also, while boarding a bus or a tram, it is considered nice to greet the driver. On my very first day while going to office, I noticed people are smiling at me and saying things like "Good morgen" or "Goedendag." As I didn't speak Dutch, I didn't understood what they were saying, and this continued while I was boarding a bus or while I was entering the office premises. Initially, I thought there was something funny with my outfit, but it wasn't until I realized after telling this to my colleague that this is very common in Netherlands and I should probably reply to them as well. Third, another important point, don't forget to bring a rain jacket. Weather in the Netherlands are very unpredictable and don't rely on just an umbrella, like I learned the hard way. Fourth, it is important to note that the Dutch works till 5 p.m. and wrap up their day by 7 p.m. So it is advised not to make loud noises after that, or you might get a knock on the door for a not so friendly neighbor visit. Fifth, if you are planning to use a ride-hailing services like Uber from the airport, it is important to note that they don't accept cash. So it's better to add your credit card into your Uber account beforehand. Or you can take the taxi services outside the airport, which will be a bit pricey. Sixth, don't be fooled by the term coffee shop here in the Netherlands. Here, a coffee shop is a place where you can purchase and consume cannabis products. If you're looking for a cup of coffee, then you go to a cafe instead. 7. If you see these letters, this is pronounced as Y. For example, this will be pronounced as Belmar Arena. And finally, every month's first Monday you might hear this. But don't worry, it is the country's air raid system that are being tested. And now the bonus, which has a slightly downside. You will experience a lot of hair fall here. So prepare yourself to say goodbye to your lovely locks. However, there is no need to panic. By a proper hair care, you can reduce the risk of the hair fall. But neglecting this, you might end up like me. Now before ending, do you know what is the most daunting task here in the Netherlands? It is finding an apartment. But with my tips and tricks, you can secure your home within 15 days. However, there is one key piece of information no one has shared yet. A secret tool that will give you an edge over this competitive housing market. This tool helps lots of expats and locals to find their home in record time. But I'll reveal this game-changing resource to help you to your advantage in my next video. So stay tuned and hit the subscribe button and make sure you don't miss out on a smooth transition from your home country.